I'm at an amazing restaurant today, Maureen's Kitchen on Long Island, and I just ate the most delicious lunch. I'm talking with one of the owners, Kevin, about everything food. How do you even come up with all the crazy combinations you come up with?
Well, we go seasonal a lot with the menu because, change of seasons, changing food patterns, and we just come up with a lot of different creative stuff, between me and my sister, Christine, who's my partner. We kind of feed off of each other, we kind of complement each other in that way.
And you have breakfast and lunch here.
Breakfast and lunch all day, from 6 o'clock in the morning till 3 in the afternoon.
What's the most popular item on the menu?
Ooh, that's tough. I mean, on Mondays we do a traditional Eggs Benedict that's very popular. We have a fantastic pastrami combo sandwich on the menu.
So this was recommended to me by a coworker who knew I was going to be in town. And one thing I didn't have today because there were so many choices, but he talks about the oatmeal. What is it that makes the oatmeal here so special?
Well, that's my grandmother's recipe. That's a touchy subject. I could get in trouble if I talk too much about the baked oatmeal.
Okay.
Because it's a recipe that stepped down from from my grandmother.
Yeah.
So if I actually talked about the baked oatmeal too long, I can get disowned.
Okay. Top secret.
It is pretty much top secret.
You're going to have one of your chefs work with me on making crab cakes, and you're going to tell me that secret.
Chef Danielle's going to make crab cakes. Me and another chef of mine, we're going to plate them for you. We're going to show you how to make poached eggs the right way.
That is great.
And then we're going to put them on top of a homemade real lump crab cake that we make here every day as a special. And we're going to top it off with a hollandaise sauce. And that crab cake's going to sit on a nice fine ripe tomato and a touch of asparagus on the plate.
Sounds beautiful and delicious.
Great special.
Who is Maureen?
Maureen's our mom, our mentor, and she's been in the restaurant business all her life. And then she started in 1984 across the street in a little small shack. My mom simply outgrew it. And the popularity of her restaurant and the consistency of her food blossomed and developed Maureen's Kitchen as it is today.
Yeah, now here we are.
Here we are, second generation later.
Let's talk about the cows. Why cows?
Well, the cows originated from my grandfather, who had a cow farm up in Callicoon, New York. So, we took that little concept down to the island from Callicoon up there, and it worked out well, And, a lot of restaurants have these little concepts, and, cows are us. That's our theme.
There are a lot of cows in here.
Yeah, there's a lot. But a lot of our customer base is excellent. And, they're the ones that really follow through with it, too.
That give you
they
your
give
cows?
us a lot of stuff,
I am excited to learn how to make these crab cakes, so let's go do that.
Okay, awesome.
What are we making here?
We're gonna do the crab cakes,
Crab cakes?
Maureen's Kitchen style. First thing
Okay.
I'm gonna do, I'm gonna saute some onions with a little bit of olive oil.
All right.
Yep. I'm gonna add my celery. Maybe a little bit of black pepper.
Black pepper?
Yeah. I'm gonna get this vegetable getting nice and soft.
Okay.
Yeah, saute.
What's that?
Roasted pepper.
Okay, roasted red pepper.
I use roasted pepper for two reasons. I like the color, and it kills the seafood flavor from the crab meat.
Okay.
That's why I like the roasted pepper. This is gonna take maybe about 3 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so you're putting in garlic now?
Yeah, a little bit of fresh garlic, yes.
A little bit? Is
Just a
any
little
of this
bit, maybe 1
specific?
spoon, 2 spoons of fresh garlic, yep. Together with the onions and celery. I'm gonna let those vegetables cook nice and soft.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 3 minutes. After that, we're just gonna follow the...
Okay. You cook the way I cook. A little of this, a little of that.
Well, that's what the kitchen is about,
Yes. Yeah.
until you get all the flavors together. So, I like the Maryland crab meat.
Okay, so now we're adding the crab.
Now we get in the crab, yep. The way I have set up, it's gonna take me 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, normal in the morning when I'm here, it takes me a little bit, but 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
Yes.
But I set it up everything. So I'm gonna let that cook for 1 minute, and then we're gonna add the breadcrumbs. Yeah, the breadcrumbs, keep everything together.
They're the binder?
Yes. You're not gonna taste the seafood flavor
No, right.
for a few reasons. The roasted pepper, the scallions, the garlic. Now we're gonna add the bread.
Okay. How much? So actually, how much of that?
This is actually maybe like 6 pieces of bread.
Okay.
White bread. I toast it in the morning, then I cut it in little pieces. Maybe a little bit more. A little bit of Old Bay.
What is that?
Old Bay.
Old Bay
Bay
seasoning.
season,
Yep.
yes.
Okay.
Maybe 1, 2, 3 spoons of mayo.
Okay. And we still have the heat on, right?
Oh, I still have the heat on,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I can actually get the scallions. And this is my favorite part, the lemon. You can squeeze many as you want. It's up to you.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna mix a couple eggs and we put it in there.
So a couple eggs.
Couple eggs, yeah.
So how long are we gonna keep cooking this for?
Maybe another 2 minutes.
2 or 10?
Yeah, no, 2 minutes.
Okay.
We let it cool for 10 minutes.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna put it in a walking box and we let it cool for like 10, 15
Got it.
minutes. Yes. And after that, I can actually do the crab cake.
Yes.
Yeah. You can fry it, you can bake it. It's up to you. So at this point, we're just gonna let it cool in the walking box and then we do the crab cake after that, okay? And that's it.
So Danielle taught me how to make the crab cake mixture earlier, and now you are going to show me and everybody who's watching how to finish these off.
Excellent. And I have a nice blend of panko and Italian seasoned breadcrumbs here. We're going to lightly top that off with the breadcrumbs, and we're going to shape them into the form we want. We're going to fry them up,
Okay.
and then we're going to go with our signature crab cake Benedict. Then we're going to go with nice grilled asparagus around it, topped off with a homemade hollandaise sauce.
Is it hard to make hollandaise sauce?
No, it's a little time consuming, and you got to make sure it's nice and fresh so you don't curdle up on you. And that's the key part to it, really. Just a little egg, so we get these nice, these breadcrumbs, shape them nicely so I can get a nice poached egg on top.
I love crab cakes. I never knew that they were, I don't want to say easy, I guess they're a little putsy, but they're not, it's not hard.
Well, the time consuming part is the prep, and if you saw the way Danielle made them, we really didn't put a lot of breadcrumbs into them.
Right.
You know, and that's what's nice part about what we're doing here. We're taking, you know, we're finishing them off with a little panko and the blend, which is nice. So, you know, the crab cake, you want to taste the crab meat. You don't want to taste the breadcrumbs.
Right.
Okay, that looks good.
Okay. Now what's next? The frying?
Okay, now I'm going to deep fry them, 350 for a few minutes, get them nice and golden brown, and then we're going to start poaching our eggs and getting our plates ready.
Okay, if I don't have a deep fryer at my house, which I don't,
Okay, we can take a skillet, and you could put maybe a ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch of, you know, olive oil in there, and you can fry them that
just
way
fry them
too.
that way. Okay.
And be careful flipping.
Okay.
You know, it's going to be hot.
You mentioned we're gonna make the perfect poached egg. How do you do that? What's the process? I have never
Okay,
poached
so
an egg.
we're gonna season the water. We're gonna take salt and white vinegar. Very simple. Okay, a little salt, maybe 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Okay, that's gonna season the water nicely because that's gonna really make the egg pop. So you're gonna boil that water and simmer. Introduce your egg.
All right, I think I can do that. I'm gonna try it.
So we're gonna take these crab cakes. We plated some nice fine ripe tomatoes. Okay, nice and golden brown. We have our hollandaise all ready to go.
Okay.
These are poached eggs.
It's
It's got a nice little
pretty,
pop to it,
yeah.
you know. And they're perfectly cooked inside. Man, our hollandaise sauce. We have 2 nice plates here.
that.
This is great brunch,
Great.
lunch, or a nice morning breakfast dish.
We're gonna try it.
Here's the fun part.
Okay. I love crab cake and I love eggs Benedict, so this is the perfect dish for me. It's so good. It's so good. I go, oh, look at that. That is a perfect
There you
egg.
go.
Thank you so much for teaching me this recipe,
Our pleasure. Our pleasure.
and thank you for this.
It's the fun part. Ray, all I can hear is your big mouth in the background. Ray, all I can hear is your big mouth trying to overtalk. I'm not trying to overtalk you. You guys are like 2 wenching housewives. You're yelling at each other. Gosh almighty.